Yo, welcome to Hard Pass. I am your host, Jacques Slade. Today on the show, we've got Michael Jordan landing another NBA 2K cover, the Air Jordan 37, the week's hottest releases, and of course, the Hard Pass. But first, I want to thank everybody who contributed to last week's show. Tamara, Fomer, Farouk, Kais, Mike, Juan, Preezy. As you probably know, I got COVID 2 weeks ago. I'm feeling better now, but the Hard Pass train stops for no one, even the guy who made the show. Co-writer told me the writing for them was the biggest honor of his career. Bastard. Anyways, let's start with some hot takes. While Nike has yet to officially reveal them, Elena Delle Donne has finally confirmed that the mystery sneaker she's been wearing this season is actually her first signature shoe, the Nike Delle Donne 1. Gotta say, with all of the uncertainty surrounding Kyrie Irving's deal with Nike, the Delle Donne line could be like the number 3 Nike basketball shoe behind only LeBron and KD sooner than we think. Okay, maybe it's number 4. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. There's still the Kobe Pro Tros, you know. The Drew League is back in full force, and Adidas is their new sponsor, finally ending the long national nightmare that was James Harden looking kinda goofy going to great lengths to try and cover the swoosh on his jersey. At least Adidas puts their logo on the neckline so DeMar DeRozan could just cover it up with tape. It's the little things, man. Congratulations to Kevin Love. He recently got married to girlfriend Kate Bach last week in a star-studded affair that included plenty of Love's old and current Cleveland Cavaliers teammates. Good to know that LeBron was still invited after dunking on Love viciously last season. Hey, remember when everybody was making a big deal on Love for not being on those Cavs group pics a few years back? Yeah, not everything is a subtweet, people. The 4th of July was this past weekend, so let's check in at Chief Keef's house. Oh, it's still going. That was a live shot? How many fireworks did they buy? Baker Mayfield is a Carolina Panther. Okay, I guess. Honestly, I have zero idea what's going on in the NFL. I really only pay attention when somebody wears Jordan retro cleats or if my San Francisco 49ers are good and or when they beat the Dallas Cowboys like in last year's playoffs. Anyways, didn't Baker do like a not all that way pretty cool looking Dougie in college and everybody anointed him the GOAT because he had a little bit of rhythm? Why do NFL fans have such low expectations? Like, would they make Josh Allen the commissioner if he could pull off a Cupid shuffle or if Patrick Mahomes' brother didn't have TikTok? Anyway, moving on to the world of video games. Sony is looking for a classics engineer who will work on getting PS3 emulation working on the PS5. The PS3 was a notoriously difficult console to program for, and that's why Sony has had to resort to streaming to get those legacy titles onto the PS4 and PS5. Look, I'm happy that Sony is finally getting to work on this, but none of this will matter if 50 Cent Blood on the Sand is not backwards compatible. We need to help Tony Yayo help 50 find the diamond skull, man, preferably with rocket launchers. Look, it's the best story ever told, people. Anyway, Michael Jordan stands faith in their GOAT was rewarded yet again as it was announced that he will be the subject of the premium versions of NBA 2K23, gracing the appropriately titled Michael Jordan and Champions editions of the game. Not only will he be on the cover for the 4th time since 2K11, the Jordan Challenges are making the leap as well. It's the mode that made co-writer declare 2K11 the best game of 2010. Yes, better than Red Dead 1, Mass Effect 2, Mario Galaxy 2, Fallout New Vegas, Halo Reach, God of War, Super Meat Boy. I'm saying co-writer really liked 2K that year, man. The Jordan Challenges put you back in time to the moment that inspired the colorways of some of your favorite retros. The flu game, the double nickel, and much more were in that mode, and according to 2K, they will be rebuilt from the ground up for 2K23 and include 5 more challenges for fans to relive. That has led to a lot of speculation as to what those 5 games will be. Much like Jordan Brand diving deep into Jordan's history to mine inspirations for new colorways, 2K has a lot of work in front of them. Or not. Because according to IGN, the challenges will be revealed later this summer. My guess is that list is already finalized and they are just holding it back for the big reveal. That's just how the PR game works. Can't give the whole thing away. They have to feed us a drip of info until release to keep us interested. I get it. In this case, it's probably going to work because it's MJ after all. The stands will never let us forget he's the GOAT. Like there's any doubt, but whatever. Here are the 5 MJ moments that we at Hard Pass want to see in the new Jordan Challenges, but probably won't make the cut because, well, reasons. Number 5, 1984 Olympics. Everybody remembers Jordan leading the Dream Team to gold in Barcelona in 1992. But he was also a part of the 1984 squad that won gold in Los Angeles. I would like to see a young MJ trying out for the squad in Adidas sneakers. Actually, that's probably why 1984 won't make the cut. Most likely, the Jordan challenges will pull from his Team USA experience. I don't really need to see Team USA beat the brakes off Angola again, but if 2K were to recreate the legendary scrimmages in Monte Carlo or the ones where the Chris Webber-led select team gave them a hard time, that would be fun. Number 4, the first shot. We already see college squads in 2K when you go through the game's career mode. But if 2K Sports got the license for North Carolina and Georgetown this year, they can recreate the 1982 National Championship and have players match Jordan's stat line from that game right down to making the go-ahead shot that wins the title for the Tar Heels. Seems like an easy inclusion into the challenges, but again, it'll come down to whether or not 2K got North Carolina and Georgetown this year. Number 3, December 29th, 2001. You're damn right. We want Wizards MJ in here. It's such a bummer that the powers to be have tried to erase that part of MJ's career, but damn it, Wizards MJ was good. Like, I get that we all want the fairy tale ending of the last shot, but that's not how life works. Wizards MJ happened, and we need to acknowledge that. And he put up 51 points a few months into his last comeback against the team that he would own a decade later, the Charlotte Hornets. Something poetic, something stars aligning, man. It's fate. And if we can't tell that tale in a video game mode that is designed to deify MJ, what are we doing? Number 2, 2003 All-Star Game. 2 words, Mariah Carey. I want every time you fire up this challenge, you have to watch the entire halftime show from MJ's perspective where Mariah just looks... I mean, you don't even really need MJ in there. Just Mariah's fine. But if they have to, the actual contest does have a should have been a game-winning fadeaway by Jordan over a prime Shawn Marion. Too bad Jermaine O'Neal screwed it up and fouled Kobe on the last-second three-point attempt and tied the game. And number 1, the Ultimate Game. You know the Ultimate Game. It's the one where Michael Jordan wore the Air Jordan 11 Space Jams and teamed up with Bugs, Lola, Daffy, Taz, Bill Murray, and the rest of the gang to take on the Monstars. Due to licensing issues and maybe LeBron James pulling his weight around and saving it for his own LeBron Legend Edition of 2K someday, there's zero chance we get this one. But come on, a Space Jam game with no rules, wacky physics, and that awesome soundtrack inside 2K? That's easy money, 2K, easy. Every millennial who swears Space Jam is actually a good movie would buy it just for that. Anyway, let's move on to the Heat Check. It's where we give you everything that's dropping this week. And I hope you like dunks because, well, Sneaker News and Sneakers app are showing a lot of them dropping, so be ready. We have the Nike Dunk High Knicks on the 12th for $115. The Nike Dunk High Noble Green on the 12th for $115. We have the Dunk Low Reverse Panda. I actually made that name up for the Hype Beast. That's on the 12th for $100. The Dunk High Laser Blue on the 13th for $115. The women's Dunk Low in Teal Zeal on the 13th for $110. The SB Dunk High New York Mets on the 14th for $125. The SB Dunk Low Philadelphia Phillies on the 14th for $115. The Air Force One Fresh on the 15th for $140. The New Balance 550 Mint Green on the 15th for $110. New Balance Kawhi 2 on the 15th for $160. The women's Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort Hot Curry on the 15th for $140. The Air Jordan 1 KO on the 16th for $140. The Air Force One LA Flea Market on the 16th for $140. And then our pick of the week is the Social Status Nike Air Max Penny One Recess Pack on the 15th for $190. It's an homage to the short break that kids take in school between classes or just to hang out and play on the playground. The pack consists of 2 colorways. The first is a new take on the iconic Orlando colorway with premium materials, while the Desert Sand has I would say a more earthy vibe that references the dirt kids pick up while playing. Each pair comes with 5 sets of Velcro swooshes that represent the different sports that kids play. Oh, and be sure to check out the short film by Social Status owner Jane Whitner's Whitaker Group that brings the sneakers to life. But the film is more than just about sneakers. It's a part of a story they're telling that began with their Nike Dunk Mid collab last year. We always talk about how critical storytelling is to establishing a connection beyond the social media clout and resale value. Whitner and his collaborators dare to give us more than quick cuts and high production values and gratuitous sneaker imagery. It's a coming-of-age story, not unlike what we see on TV, but told from a perspective that rarely gets the spotlight. If we can't support that, then I'm not really sure what we mean when we want our sneakers to tell stories. All right, and now for a heat check on the Air Jordan 37. It's that time of year again when we talk about the next Air Jordan like it's supposed to be the most important thing in the sneaker world. Wait. Well, it should be the most important thing in the sneaker world. I mean, it's the next Air Jordan. It's the standard bearer. It's the flagship. It's the pinnacle of basketball performance products. It's the top of the line, bleeding edge sneaker by which all shoes should be judged by. It's got an updated lino weave upper, a new foam midsole called Formula 23, and inspiration from the Air Jordan 7, a legendary sneaker in their own right. In an alternate universe where we value performance benefits over performative clout, the 37s should be leading the pack. But instead, we're here in the darkest timeline. What more could people ask for? Nothing, because they're not even checking for these. All they want are more Dunks, more Air Force Ones, more Yeezys, and more 550s. Okay, they do want Jordans, but it's Jordan 1s, not 37s. Look, we've been doing this for a while now, and in the interest of proving time is a flat circle, here's how the next 12 months of the Air Jordan 37, or really any new Air Jordan, is going to look like. First, there's going to be the official reveal. Sneaker media outlets who have connections to the brand get invited to the first look. In the past few years, it's been giant Zoom calls. But in the before times, we would fly out to either Chicago, New York, LA, or Portland. If the shoe hasn't leaked beforehand, curiosity for them would be high. But if they already leaked, very few people outside of sneakerheads and the diehard Jordan fans care. Next, the debut colorway sells out. The rush to have the first colorway is a very real phenomenon. Even sneakers that turned out to be lackluster in hindsight tend to have a good first release. The most recent example I can think of is the Air Jordan 34. I like the 34s, but I didn't see them moving the needle like the OGs. However, debut colorway, Blue Void, was a departure from the typical red, white, and black we normally see when launching a new Air Jordan. But combine the Blue Void with the freshly drafted Zion Williamson, and you've got the making of an instant sellout. Can't say the same for the colorways that came after it, though. Zero energy. That's not entirely true. Of course, Jordan Brand does try to get people interested and invested in the latest Air Jordan, but it's hard to compete when the non-hooper audience craves sneakers that maximize their clout. It's been a long time since a new Air Jordan did just that. Will the 37 change that perception? Well, that remains to be seen. Player exclusives that stay exclusive. Here's a short list of some of the best Air Jordans of the past few years. Rui Hachimura's Air Jordan 34, Blake Griffin's Mick Griffin Air Jordan 35, the Air Jordan 36 Boba Tee, and the list goes on and on. What do they have in common? They're pretty hard to get because they are either super rare region exclusives or they never actually release to the public. Exclusives are some of the best perks of being a Jordan Brand athlete, and making them available to everybody, well, it kind of ruins that perk, but they have to let the fans win every once in a while too. All right. It's time for this week's Hard Pass, where we take a look at something in the culture that just needs to go, like GD Buss's Twitter account. Look, I know my 17-time world champion Los Angeles by way of Minneapolis Lakers are being buried in the news right now as other teams in the NBA are gearing up and getting better in the offseason. It probably didn't help when Jeannie broke out with a tweet that, when taken at face value, was nothing more than a friend reminiscing about a friend that passed away. Problem is, nobody in the media and on NBA Twitter was taking it at face value. Instead, they are looking at that tweet as a shot at somebody, whether it be LeBron James or Clutch Sports or Russell Westbrook or someone else in the organization. I'm not like most Lakers fans because I'm still quite happy we actually won a championship 2 years ago after a decade of Swaggy P, Ryan Kelly, and Bob Sockery. But yo, if GD wants a quick fix to all of this, here are a few KD trades that I put together on the ESPN trade machine that are totally reasonable. And no, Jacques, don't do it. You can't become the stereotypical Lakers fan that thinks they can get Kevin Durant for Talen Horton-Tucker and a second-round draft pick in 2027. You're better than that. Or are you? KD for THT, Austin Reeves, and a second-round pick in 2025. Yeah, that's better. And look, yes, I've heard about the Paul George for Kevin Durant swap. That doesn't scare me as a Lakers fan. If the Clippers, well, they're going to Clipper. Even if they get KD, they would find a way to, well, be the Clippers. The two possible deals floating out there that freak me out as a Lakers fan are the ones that land KD in either Denver or Boston. Pairing him up with two-time MVP Nikola Jokic or seeing him in the green and white of our blood rivals, those are nightmares, man. Nightmares. Anyway, That's going to do it for the show. Thank you guys for watching Hard Pass. I am Jacques Slade. I'll see you next week. If you would possibly like to be featured in a future episode, call us at 818-493-9325. Leave a short message, your social media if you want. No more than 30 seconds. All right. I'll see you next week. Peace. Okay, we're done. That's it. Good job, everybody. We absolutely ate the show. It's what the kids say now. They say, oh, and so I ate that. We ate that show. We ate it. We ate. I nailed it. You guys get what I'm saying.